Yo, what's up guys? iReapism here and welcome back to Reap. This map is going by at a rather quick rate because I kind of recorded episode 3, 4, and 5. Audio problems were fine, everything was fine. I could upload them and stuff. But I didn't. I deleted them. Now, the reason being is because it's kind of boring to see me troubleshoot, right? So, what I had and did is just delete all that, and I'll walk you through all the progress I have so far. Now, this looks insanely modified, like it did before last episode. Now, everything you see, I might not be able to get to, but I will try my hardest. First of all, I got rid of this timer. We're no longer going to use that, so this is broken. That's all broken right now. I have to look into a better way to effectively transport or teleport these players. But a lot of trouble with these teleporters. They're fixed on multiplayer, as you can see. We'll take a look at that. I added this like little curve here. We'll have random trapdoor updates because of the redstone here, which will interact with the trapdoors when it gets updated. So we are going to remove them now. And yeah, guys, that is essentially it. Like, we have so much progress, guys. Just wait till I show you guys. I've been live streaming a bit about this. Haven't really, asked you guys, to join on YouTube because, they're really pointless. It was just me showing, on Skype, you can't really screen share with a group, so I just live streamed it so you could all see it. That's all. Alright, so now to the next part, guys. What do I have all the wool here? Well, that represents Reaper's Monument and Ferocious Magma, and basically any CTM map with the wolves in place. So, I think it's a pretty cool thing. I like the idea. We got redstone power over here. It's pretty cool stuff. And yeah, that is really starting to take shape, as you could probably tell. Let's take a look at our teleporters, see how that works. So it's a bit more responsive. I actually modified it quite a bit, so I'm going to show you the fix. Because you probably will have the same problem. So if we come down here, here's the fix. Now we have 4 hoppers with a diamond sword in there. And reason being is because what it actually seems like, I had no idea. I was just fiddling with it and it worked. I was like super stoked about it. Um, what tends to happen with these, as you can see, it's very quick pulse, but in here, it's inverted. Like this is I don't know, it's weird. It's really weird. I couldn't tell you definitively how it works, but all I do know is it does work, and this is a fix. So add 4 more hoppers so they're all interconnected. Anyway, so that one goes to that, and that, back and forth kind of thing. And these are testing for player locations with a radius of 2. And then it'll just teleport them to that. And since we're using the same command block, why not run it to the same thing? So we're just having a 2-tick delay on this. So yeah, that's basically it. We actually get rid of these repeaters, and just set these to 2. That'll work. So let's just see that. There we go. And random sort of works right now. Let's just take a look at what I did. Now we're going to start teleporting in walls. Because those other command blocks do not work. Now, one question I did receive, I covered this in the episodes before, but you know, let's scrap those. Let's forget about that. So Meow Kitten asked, it's pretty easy to do randomizer. All you have to do is do that, right? Well, you are absolutely correct if you're on single player. However, on multiplayer, let's say I teleport this guy, this random person. Let's say that random person is me, and I teleport to those coordinates. 4 ticks later, I have an equal amount of chance as everyone in the game to get teleported again, which will break everything. That's why we have to check for locations. And if someone is present in that location, it will not execute the next command block kind of thing. And that's what I am waiting a bit to do because I'm not exactly sure on how to do that, to be quite honest. So I have to figure out a way in the test worlds. Next part, we have this kind of cool little area Marauder camp only. Now these are only for the Marauders, not Paradisers. And these will be up when the game is off. So it should be off. Let me just replace that. Yeah, we gotta invert this. There we go. That's exactly why it didn't work. So what you just saw is the dead switch. I'll build one right now so you get a better representation of what's going on. Alright, here's the dead switch, guys. Power source, and let's just say that's our power right there. So once redstone gets applied to this guy, which will be in a second, let me just get a lever right there, and we'll control that. Alright. I'm gonna put redstone like that back into the piston. When I unflick this lever, it's gonna be constantly powered no matter what I do. So no matter what, after I flick this lever, this redstone torch will be off permanently. And no matter what I do, it's off because now this is powering the block, powering the piston, keeping it on, which is called the dead switch. And I have about 4 of these, which is very inefficient because, you know, when I'm testing, I have to go to every single one and replace it. Like what we have over here, we have one right there, represented by black wool. We have like one up here, something like that. It's just insane. I mean, it's far more better to do it this way, in a way that you don't have to have so much wiring. Like if I have separate dead switches, I don't have to do as much wiring. But if I have just one and it controls everything, then I'm gonna have to connect it all to that, and that's kind of tedious. So that's why I did it this way. So that's a dead switch, guys. The only way, of course, is to get rid of this, is to unpower this and then get rid of that block and then place it back there. That's the only way. You know, of course, you won't have the ability to do this as a player, but you know, of course, I will. But you know, unless someone goes in creative, but you know, whatever. Anyways, guys, that is just the basics of what I did. Alright, so let's pretend the game's on. Since they're all on dead switches, I kind of don't want to reset them at the moment. So I'm going to clear inventory. I'm a Marauder. These are open. I put temporary lights here. We got the Rush, Marauder Rush, Marauder Steady, Marauder Scopes, and Marauder Hellfire. So far I have the Marauder Rush and Scopes so far, but what is that? Is that an indicator saying that this is the OP armor, right? So OP armor could mean op armor, or it could mean overpowered armor. And the way I generalize it or distinguish those terms is overpowered armor, and that's the way we reference it in Nail, and that's the way I'm gonna reference it in this map because it seems right. So this is temporary, of course. This trapdoor. This keeps the player from opening the dispenser and taking it. Another thing I could do, which I am gonna do actually, is have a vine there. So we'll break that because you could right click that even in adventure mode. But if I had a vine there, you can't right click the dispenser and you can't break it in adventure mode. So it won't grow because there's a pressure plate there. And if it does grow here somehow, this will cut it. So there's absolutely no flaw to that. It's just all I'd have to do to that hopper timer that you saw previously over here. We just, you know, extend it a bit. We'd add something like that. Like so. We just do something like this. And these will check if a player is in survival mode in these distances, and it'll just change them to adventure mode. And if they're not in that radius, they'll go back to survival. That is the way I am doing it permanently. Because you know I was brought up by in the live stream. Poodle actually said I have the Poodle. He plays Ferocious Magma right now, so you could check that out. So's a lot of other people actually. So yeah, I'm not just endorsing him, but anyways, you know, he brought it to me. He's like, you know, can I just stand right here, grab the armor, give it to my friend, go in here, grab the armor? I mean, of course you could do that, but you're kind of limiting. We're not really taking the fun, quote unquote, fun path. By having it automatically dispense, which I'm about to show you. And of course, like if you give yourself the OP armor and you mix and match, then what's the point? I mean, you're just gonna be overpowered. So I said screw it. I'm a deterrence kind of guy, so I'll do something like that. And now nobody could modify it. As of not really right now, but when the map comes out. All right, a bit of rambling there. What am I gonna get? All right, so I'll go in game mode survival just so you could see this, or game mode 2. So as you can see, I can break that. Okay, that's something good to know. I can break vines. Alright, so I'm gonna have to think of something else, of course. Oh man, there's so many things. There's a ladder I could use. That's also something. I could use a ladder, and that would be it. Now I can't break it in game mode 2. Okay, you could break in. Wow, that's amazing. I thought you needed an axe. Okay. All right. Anyways, if you have any suggestions of what I could put over these dispensers, please go ahead and do so. That'd be an awesome idea. Just make sure the player can't access it in adventure mode, and break it. So now that's out the way, and why am I level 400? We'll get into all of that. Alright, Marita Rush automatically dispensed and teleported like a boss. Completely made by me. Let's go take a look at how I did it first. That's the redstone. Guys, that looks bulky, but this is the most compact you could ever get with this. I'm not even joking. I've tried compacting this and I can't. And I'm a pretty compact guy in terms of redstone making. Everything I used in here is to my own advantage. Under that emerald block is a pressure plate. So when this gets unpowered, it's not going to affect the dispenser. It's exactly what we wanted. Alright, with that said, let's continue on. I'm sorry for boring you, but things need to be said. Ready to rush. This indicates that it's available for taking. Wow. We got our armor dispense inside of me. And all I gotta do is do something like that. Organize my inventory a bit. And you are done. That is it. That's all you gotta worry about. And I am ready with a speed boost as well, as you noticed a bit. You get a little bit of a speed boost as well, just to keep you going. Isn't that crazy, guys? That is pretty cool. And as you can see, it's not open. And then after, of course, it will be like that, so indicating that it's not available at all. So, I think that is awesome. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I am very proud of myself for building that. So yeah, let's continue on here. Alright guys, so we covered the automatic dispensing. It works as well with that. I just copied and pasted it with MC Edit. I'm trying not to use MC Edit, but it's kind of a necessity when you're working with stuff like that. It's really tedious to build. Um, what else do we got? Alright, let's check out the spectator. How does that work? Well, we get teleported in here. Where is it? Spectator. Just pay attention to the chat over here. Alright, so it made me game mode 1. It gave me 50 levels. I am now, it says iReapism is spectating. It will give me invisibility 2 for infinite amount of time. And it teleports me here, and it tells me how to get rid of spectator mode. So you fall in void, and that's exactly what you do. So we'll fall in void to kind of show you how it works. Alright, so you fall in void, you come back, and here you are. Now there's kind of a multiplayer glitch, as you can see. I'm back in regular. Wait, what am I saying? I'm invisible. That's a multiplayer glitch. I'll see you back in a bit. I'm gonna relog. Alright, I just joined the game, as you can see. Seems to be fixed. There you go. All you gotta do is relog if that happens. And I started working out how the height of this map is gonna be at, and I have plans, like amazing, amazing plans, to create such an atmosphere where the paradisers are there setting traps. They are going to be scared out of their minds when you first play this map. I am telling you guys, you will be scared out of your minds when I play. It's going to be kind of scary, like ferocious magma. Like as in the mobs I throw at you. But of course they're not gonna hit you or anything, because it's a PvP, not PvM or PvE. I don't know whichever one works. PvM is player versus monster, I believe, or mob, or yeah, PvE entity. That's what I think. I don't know. Anyways, yeah, that'll be it. So it's gonna be a long pathway, but the paradisiters, man, the first game I ever played with them, I'm probably gonna live stream, or no, I'll probably record it, cause that's better. I like recording instead of live streaming. So I'll record it and put it on YouTube and stuff, and I want to hear their reaction. That's gonna be awesome. So essentially, since you guys are awesome, and I'll tell you what I had planned. So imagine a dense, swampy area. I'll edit the biome so it looks very swampy, like around about here. Very dense, and there's giant tree-looking things like they kind of look like this, and they're huge. These are like the bark kind of, and it's like a huge tree, right? And then in the center, we have a bit of glass exposed in the tree, making it kind of hollow. Um, but what you're gonna see is a cave spider that's invisible. So, what does that mean, really, Reapism? Well, think about a cave spider when it's invisible. If you guys don't know, let's take a look at one that's invisible, shall we? Let me get a couple spawn eggs and invisibility. And I hope it'll be self-explanatory once I do this. What I have plans for these guys. And let me do something, because I always have problems with this when I try to do something. Let me just block that off so mobs don't go in there. So difficulty easy. Alright, now mobs should start spawning. Alright, so let's take a look at what cave spiders look. Look at that, guys. And if you see that in a tree, I think you're going to be scared. It's not going to attack you, I promise. It's going to be heavily contained and only be spawned in this area. But, look at the difference. Tell me there's not something that would be scary like that. Look at this. Mode 0. Look at this, guys. How insane does this look like? Do you even want to mess? Look at that. Oh, man. I brought this upon you guys. I'm sorry, but it's not gonna harm you. It's just to create an atmosphere that you're in a pretty scary, unknown jungle, swampy area. That's it. That's all I'm intending. Nothing to kill you. I promise. As most of you would know that I kind of want to do in my maps, but that's all the fun really. That's all there is to it. So yeah, guys. Also, some news about Ferocious Magma. I recently updated it. Oh no, don't spawn here. Get out of here. I recently updated Ferocious Magma to version 1.1. And that fixes a numerous amount of problems in the map. I've gave some pretty OP stuff in the beginning, because of course people had trouble, from the videos I watch, that's my feedback. And a lot of people had trouble finding arrows, so I added arrows to some of the beginning chests. From then on, then you're gonna have to find some sort of arrow supply on your own. I don't want to completely make the map easy, but just the later areas, there's nothing I could do instead of like revamping an area to make it easy. I mean, Ferocious Magma in Intersection 3 and 4 is just brutally difficult. You have to come up with a new plan to take on those areas. It is absolutely impossible to do without that. I'm telling you guys, I made the map. I know where everything was. I used it all to my advantage. Died about, I don't know, like 40 times. And that late in the map, guys. And I had like iron armor with protection 4 and stuff. Maybe some diamond boots with protection and blast protection. and I was still dying instantly. Like, yeah, you gotta be very careful with the things I throw at you in that map. And if you haven't played the map, I mean, I would suggest playing it, of course, because it's my map, but if you really like me and you don't want to get mad at me, don't play the map. So that's all I could say. This map is ROM hack hard in those areas, but it's insanely difficult, but not ROM hack hard. Maybe just insanely difficult. So with all that rambling out of the way, I think what we could do today is we could add a feature where a player could perhaps do. Or actually, we might want to contemplate about the features. Or maybe I should take a break because I've been working too hard on the map. Um, as of right now, all you guys get is this projectile protection. All this does is close it. Nothing that special. Um, yeah, all it's do is closes. It doesn't give you anything yet. But this is going to be the regular armor, and what it's consisted of is all protection for golden helmets. Now here is it, projectile protection. Now the suits matter. Alright, so this is projectile protection. This is probably going to be the most picked. You would think this one, because it's all protection. No, no, no. If you think about it this way, as a paired disser, they're going to be shooting you. They're not going to hit you with any other damage, which protection just covers every sort of damage other than the specified ones. If I were taking regular armor, I'd definitely choose this every single time. This is a projectile protection, because you know they're firing bows at you. You want that protection. Other than that, blast protection on the boots, fire protection, same thing. So you choose either or. Next one, same thing, but this one's blast protection 3. So it's a bigger step. Yet this one gives you protection 1, and this one gives you fire protection. So still fire protection, but this one changes to protection 1 on a better armor piece. Next one is fire protection 3, protection 1. Now since it's fire protection, it's not really good against explosions and not much fire. So you'd get protection 2 on your boots now. Now this is definitely balanced out, guys. I could assure you it's balanced out. And also, if you're wondering why leather armor and stuff like that, well, if I take this armor and put it on, you will notice something very distinct that I used in this. So, if we go to game mode 0, you can see that it's 5 armor points. That's exactly what I wanted. And the enchantments are optional, but 5 armor points is the basis. And those are like 7, and paradisers will have 7.5 or 8. And also, in previous episodes, I've written down some suggestions I had, ideas right here. And here we have it. If a paradisitor uses 5 of their regular armor, which is like about the same actually as the OP armor over here, you know, the Hellfire, scopes, you know, all of that stuff. This will actually balance that out. So like a paradisitor would get slightly worse armor to balance out the kills for the Marauders, because since this is infinite, that armor is infinite, and this isn't, and if this armor was infinite for the paradisers, how are you going to get through? I mean, if you think about it, if you take a look at that armor, that's some pretty good stuff. I mean, you're looking at projection, you know, what am I saying? You're looking at, look at that, chain armor and gold and iron. Look at that. Projectile protection 3, projectile or protection 2, and then protection 1 feather falling. That's some pretty good armor, especially that it's iron and, you know, mostly chain and gold and stuff. No leather. It's so much better than what you're getting over here. So everything's still balanced out. You will not have a greater disadvantage by using this armor over that, but this armor will last longer and will take a little bit less damage. But in all honesty, everyone's gonna die kind of at the same rate due to how combat works in these days. You know, someone will pick you off or come down and melee you. So either way, you're dead pretty quick. So yeah, that's basically it for today, guys. I hope you enjoyed. This was a really big progress update for my YouTube viewers. Not much of the people who watch our live stream, but still good information to know. You know, I have a lot of progress here done. All the redstone's done, by the way, if you're wondering how this works. I forgot it's episode 3, so um, I guess I'll do it. Let's turn up the volume a bit. Alright, so hear closely. Paradisers are ready? They're not ready. They're ready. Let's say the Marauders are here. They accidentally hit the switch, and then you notice someone was AFK, and if you're quick enough, you'll unhit it. The game will not start. There's a nice delay that you have to meet. It's like kind of a prerequisite. You have to meet the requirements. So if it's on for that amount of time, -1 tick because of that repeater. So all these repeaters, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 repeaters on 4 ticks, -1 tick because we have a 1 tick delay there. And in between that, I unpower one of these. The game will not start. So for example, did not start. It said Marauders and Paradisers are ready, but didn't start. Now notice when I hold it, that gets suspense. These guys go. They're not allowed here. Keep in mind, they run out. Paradisers are, on their way, kind of thing. Dealing with those nasties, spiders. um, Wait a sec. What was that? Ooh, that's a problem. I'll fix that. But as you can see, that got dispensed again because of, how I did it. I just messed it up. But you see, there's an ender chest there that would have fell. Unlock this. But that this powered that. So if I get rid of that, it's still gonna stay on because it's dead switch. And this. And those. So everything works on a dead switch. So very important here. I could use an Arsenal latch, of course, but I'm not that clever, of course. Poodle had to let me know about that as well. Thank you, Poodle. And also this, gets retracted as well. So now nobody could join in the game. So you kind of see what I'm doing here. Very advanced stuff, I'm not gonna lie. Took a while to figure out, actually. I remember spending an episode trying to figure out the way I'm gonna wire a dead switch, but let's get rid of those lights here. Or let me unpower one of these at least. So as you can see, that will go down. So that will show that not both of these are powered, but the game is still operating. So the way I reset it is I do that. So that's one of them out of 4. So the next one is around here. They're all represented by black wool. And, I showed you the dead switch before, so no need to now. There's one down here, I believe. I'm kind of out of breath, actually. I've been talking... Breath. I'm sorry. Too much talking, commentating. So these are up, those are up, and the map is ready again. So 3 dead switches, my bad. Yeah, guys, hope you enjoyed. This is to give me game mode 1. So yeah, that's basically the map, guys. I hope you enjoyed. A lot more progress will be done. But since this is a map making series and you made it this far, I will not even leave any information in the description or anything like that. This is merely for people who watch me to the end. So let's hip hop in another world where I showcase another map. Yep, you guys deserve it. I'll see you in a sec. Alright guys, I am back here in the new world. What is this? Looks like a modified village. It looks really good, right guys? Well, that's exactly what it is actually. So as you can take a look, that's pretty nice. It's pretty dense as well. Trying to create a nice leaf atmosphere. And if I get rid of F8, we could go ahead and see that this is not at 0, contradicting my map style, but it's alright, it's fine. I had to just find the village and modify it. So essentially, oh yeah, I have my server running in the back. Ooh, whatever. I modified the villages so far. Let's take a look at the ones I modified. Well, we'll take a look at these first. Alright, so we have a really nice way to get up. We have iron doors. Very modern. We got a nice pattern over here. If I look at that, that looks pretty cool. You don't see that very often. Look at that. That looks awesome. Wouldn't you want to live in that house? That looks really good. Got a little nice lamp up there. Let me get a trapdoor really quick. I know I need it. It's kind of for ceiling lighting. You know, very customizable houses. Oh, I can't. That's right. All right. So that's it. We got glow cylinder there. Over here we have redstone lamps. And it looks really nice. I think that looks awesome to me, at least. Over here we got, we got chests. We got a pretty nice roof. Open up the ceiling for lights, so you could do that. And some of you are wondering, like, this is really nice for some, but what are you gonna do in this map? You'll see in a sec, guys. I haven't got to that yet. So this is another house I modified slightly, not really, no. Just had the glowstone and the leaves. Yeah, it looks pretty good. The farm looks beautiful, I think. My favorite things about it, yeah, definitely, it has to be the farms. So yeah, I really like that. We'll get rid of those. So this is a new library, sort of. Yeah, yeah, we'll keep it like that. Not all of them have to be the same. Now that library, however, is very high class, and then the church I really pimped out. So as you can see, we got pressure plates above the bookshelves, a more, kind of suit for when you read in a library. Now you can actually sit. I'm on a table and I'm reading. There's extra books here. They got collector's edition right there. You got a nice ceiling. And then a little bit of outsideness, so circulates air in this house or library, mini library. Stone brick and jungle wood look really nice. Got a nice topping. So that looks really good, I think. Alright, now for the church. Now, as you can see, I have a torch and a block. I'll teach you guys how to do that. Let me get an item frame really quick. You need a torch and an item frame. So the way you do that, place an item frame wherever you want. You can place on the door, but you can't place a torch on the door. So you place any item you want, like so, and then out of the hitbox, like right there, you see, anywhere but on the item frame, you could just right click on there, and that'll give you the torch. So I know a lot of people use like anvils. So as you can see, I don't blame them. Look at that. It looks like it's being held up from that. But it's a torch. I mean, it's a church. So, it looks good, I think. I don't know what I did here, but as you can see, they're very different. It's impossible to place blocks like that, or like trapdoors like that, or anything that's shorter than an actual block. Not even a torch, guys. You can't even do that. But paintings and item frames work like that, which are beautiful. So you could do something like that. So it's a little bit more modern. We got a nice way up. And it's got a nice stone brick floor. And up here's a nice canopy. Where, of course, everyone goes when you're in church. No, I'm joking. Of course not. You're down there praying and listening to Bible readings, I believe. So yeah, just gotta respect everybody in the community. Gotta apply to both. Alright, anyways, yeah, this is a map where you have to defend the villager, and I think the deterrence I'm gonna use to make the map challenging is iron golems that are angry. So those are mobs you're fighting, not necessarily zombies and stuff like that. Those are kind of boring after a while. Let's try like angry wolves, stuff like that are new, you know what I mean? So that's basically it, guys, and I hope these villagers enjoy their new houses. I mean, I think this looks beautiful. Not many of them will actually go because it's an iron door, but it's okay. But yeah, as you can see, you could really customize the door, like as you can see right there. So I think that's pretty cool. Hope you enjoyed, guys. Thank you for watching up to this point. Take care now. See you later. Peace out now.